You may have heard the phrase, just because you're busy, it doesn't mean you're productive. And I've been guilty of this, not using my time more wisely to make sure I'm getting the right things done. But since I've adopted a more minimalist philosophy to my life, it's helped me to save time and be more productive. And when I talk about productivity, I'm not saying that we need to get more things done in as little time as possible. What I'm talking about here is getting the right things done. So in this video, I'm going to explain how minimalism helps you to save time and be more productive so that you can spend that time doing the things that really matter to you. So number one is that minimalism gives you clarity about what needs doing. Because minimalism helps you to focus on what's really important, you get clear on the things that you really need to do and that you really want to do, and you can start letting go of the things that aren't essential. If you're anything like me, you can get caught up in doing lots of tasks that you don't really need to do, and they don't help you move closer to your goals or the things that you want to achieve in life. So take a step back and have a think about what is taking up your time and your energy, and this will help you to get things done more efficiently. So if you're feeling overwhelmed with all the things you've got to get done, I recommend going through these 3 steps. Number 1 is to write down all your to-dos for that particular day. Step number 2 is to underline all the tasks that you absolutely have to do. No one else can do them, only you. And for the remaining tasks, think about whether those can be delegated to other people or whether in fact they actually need doing at all. And step number 3 is to look at all the tasks that you've underlined as the ones that only you can do, and think about the top 3 tasks that need to get done on that day. And if you do get them done and have time to do any of the others, then great. But the problem is, if we don't prioritize, we end up trying to do too many things at once, and then we either don't get any of them done, or we might get all of them done but not to the standard that we want for ourselves. So number 2 is that minimalism helps to eliminate distractions. When we focus on the things that need our time and energy, we get better at identifying the things that distract us or can potentially derail us from getting those things done. Once we're aware of those distractions, we can make a commitment to remove them. Some tips can include leaving your mobile phone in another room so that you're not distracted by the notifications pinging up. Another tip could be to schedule in a specific day and time to do a certain task when you know you'll be on your own, or you know when there'll be fewer distractions around, maybe fewer people in the house, not much else going on, so that you can really focus on that. Number 3 is that minimalism helps you to stay organized. And in my opinion, minimalism helps you to do this in 2 ways. One is that when we have fewer possessions, it's easier to organize the things that we do have and not spend loads of time trying to find those things. And also, it's easier to keep your home clean and clutter-free when there's fewer things around. And the second way that minimalism helps you to stay more organized is that when we're clear on what we need to do, when we've eliminated the non-essential things, as well as reducing any distractions, then we can focus on planning and organizing how we're going to get those things done. Number 4 is that you can focus on what's essential. Something I read in Greg McKeown's book, Essentialism, which I'll link to down in the description, is that if you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else. And when we say yes to the things that we really want to do, it means our time and energy is focused on the things that we're passionate about, that we care about, the things that bring us most joy and help us to move towards our goals in life. Now, I don't know about you, but I was a big people pleaser in my younger years, so I spent a lot of time saying yes to things that I really didn't want to do. And the problem is, if that you're consistently doing things just to please other people, you're likely neglecting your own needs and you're missing out on what's essential to you. Learning to say no to people, whether it's actually other people or that little voice in your head that tells you to carry on pushing through even though you really need to take a break, helps you to reconnect with what's really important. Remember that saying no to one thing opens you up to be able to do something else. Now, minimalism has far more benefits than just increasing your productivity. It's taught me many valuable lessons that have changed my life for the better. And if you'd like to know what these are, then check out the video that's on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.